It's the Rev and BP Pod pregame show, flying solo, folks, because BP is somewhere between here and the Rio Grande. I got 2 minutes to kill until she gets on here. I probably shouldn't say anything bad about her because she does the editing, so that's probably not a good look. I can't wait for her to see my new whiteboard, though. That whiteboard is hot. Yeah. And of course, I got the little thing here. You know, viewer feedback. We listen. Melly, got to get up early to beat me, girl. I'm here with updated situation. And I didn't even need BP to tell me what to do. Usually I'm rely on the women in my life to tell me what to do. But not this time. Nope, came up with this jazz all by myself. 'Cause that's how I roll. Got my buttons. Got this button.
That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said.
I don't know if that worked. But just trying to keep it tight.
Get ready for Prima BP. Short cats here. I hear you upstairs knocking your food thing around. I hear you. You ready to eat? Me too. Some people might report that had a little bit of a bad ass today. It's fake news. Fake news, BP. Woo! Hey, I got some bad chicken last night. Shit tasted a little funny. I only ate a few bites because it didn't taste right. A few bites though, they had legs. I'll just leave it at that. Right, Shorts? Anyway, BP should be coming in here soon. I can't wait till she sees the pregame show when she goes back and watches this. She's gonna be like, what? What is he talking about? I got the news on. He said it's 99 degrees right now. What the? Man, come on. It's 5:30, 99 degrees. This shit's gotta go, this weather. Been triple digits up in this bitch for like 3 days straight. I'm not having it. Nope. Nope. Luxor's definitely trending on social today. So throw that out there. We're dropping real estate bombs on. But that's how we do. That's how we do. Where's BP at? View. BP, why Amy Chisholm in the waiting room like 5:15? Come on now. I texted her, I was like, I see you, just hold tight. I mean, come on, I said get on here at like 5:40 and we'll let you in at like 5:45. Ah, crazy Amy. Amy's a wild girl. But she's good, people. But she works hard too. Respect that. Where is BP? Where is she? I never know where she is. What's that say? More. Right. Sherry, take it easy. Oh, alright, hold on. What the F? Oh, shit. Where is she? Where is she?
What is going on? Here we go.
Welcome to Rev and BP, the podcast where real estate meets romance and absolutely nothing is off limits. Meet your host, Ben Stentz of Lux Property Group, your go-to guy for luxury homes, killer deals, and occasional dad jokes, and Kristen Gonzalez of Hype Woman Productions, wedding planner, chaos coordinator, and certified vibe curator. They're cousins, they're besties, and they bring the energy. From love and real estate to big life moves and beautiful spaces, and mostly a bunch of random shit you didn't need to know, pull up a chair, pour up a drink, and get ready to laugh, learn, and low-key spiral with the best cousin combo in the game. This is Rev and BP. Let's get into it.
Hey, nobody was ever mad at a summer sangria. I just start with that.
You already have to fix your board behind you. We are 31 days
Well,
away.
first of all, before you correct me, can I get a little love on the upgrade? I mean, I've been waiting for this for like a week.
So we have a chair and a whiteboard. Okay.
Can you see what's on the chair?
It looks like a light.
Oh, you can't tell what that says?
Does it say on air?
Yeah, it says on air. I'm on
When...
air. It only comes on when I'm on air.
Oh, really? No.
No.
When you moved a little bit, it kind of like made the light dim slightly so I could kind of make it out.
Yeah, well, listen, progress.
Good job.
As far
Good
as the
job.
as far as the days, it depends how you count.
We count for Saturday when we're all gonna be there.
Are you counting today? Are you starting tomorrow?
31. It's 31.
Well, I can't reach it.
It's okay. You'll get a pass.
Next week I'll have it at 24.
Okay.
Or no, it'll be less than it'll be 17 next time we record.
I'm just saying okay to whatever number you say.
All right. And by the way, when we first came on BP, I wasn't loving your vibe there for a second. Everything okay down there?
Yeah, for some reason the link wasn't working for me. So I was like, what are we doing? What is happening today? It's funny that you're saying vibe because when I did come to New Jersey this past weekend for things that we'll get into in a second, we were talking about how TT Angie was like, you just need to change your vibe or something like that for the day. So that's what we'll just say from here on out. How's your vibe? You just
Yeah,
need to change your vibe.
your vibe seemed a little off at the beginning, but I feel it warming up, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wasn't ready for the pod today. I'm getting ready now as we're in it already.
That's fair. That's fair. There are other things going on in life besides the pod. This is true. Uh,
Um, I
but
want to hear about your other things that you have going on. Tell me what's going on.
oh, what's going on? Well, I'm going with the camo bucket hat today because so many of our viewers have so much to say about my headgear week to week. I'm trying to keep them guessing. I
The
can,
bucket hat, someone else made a bucket hat over the weekend, a little bucket hat appearance. I guess they're coming back. Paul Wall had a bucket hat.
well, we we can talk about that. I don't know if we want to. I'm not sure what was up with that. But
It
anyway,
was good.
um, I mean, for a
Oh, he's gonna be listening.
yeah, no, I mean, it was good. What was that on there? Was that SpongeBob? He had somebody on his hat.
I feel like it was Kirby, but oh, now I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, at least his grill was right. So what's going on with me? It's hot. Third day in a row, like 100 degrees here and slower, lower.
Yeah,
Yeah, like for real, like 102, 103.
that's what I'm talking about. Get ready.
No, it's not. No, I need that to go bye-bye.
I hope that stays up though
You'll
for
you'll
family.
be happy for 92 and sunny, and it's probably exactly what it'll be when you're here.
That's true. That is true. I was looking at the weather for family vacay today, actually. I made a whole little spreadsheet, getting the weather in there, the activities, the meal prep. Amy got a little sneak peek of that. She's like,
Look,
is every meal assigned, or like, can we just kind of go off script for a
oh,
little bit?
oh, Amy, your sister-in-law, Amy.
Yeah.
I thought about Amy, who's about to come on
Oh,
join.
no,
I
no,
was like, damn, Amy already saw the damn meal plan.
no.
Um, yeah, well, if anybody's really paying attention to this pod and they hear you say things like make a spreadsheet for vacation, meal prep, weather, activity list, like I think other people might think, yo, they're real wild, like
We
with
are.
their planning.
We are wild. I had to tell Amy, she thinks that we were going like beach day every day. I said, well, not quite. That's not quite how they roll, but we're going to be going to the pool a lot.
Yeah, pool for sure, beach,
We'll see. I'm
eh,
excited.
we'll do some beach for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
the beach is just a little more of a project with a lot of people, especially because we'll have
Yeah.
to take two cars and parking.
Yeah.
Graham can't really do it, although I'm trying to get a line on one of the beach wheelchairs because I know they have them. So I've asked a couple people because I'd like to get her out there at least once. Because last time
Yeah.
we did that, she was so happy to
She
sit.
loved it.
So I want to try and do that again. But
Okay. I'm here for it.
yeah, I had recurring theme breakfast with Captain Jimmy this morning. Kind of
We did.
confirmed, yeah, our two events, our bonfire and our boat trip. Um,
Nice.
New news. I won't get into details, but I think on the day in between those two things, which is the Wednesday, me and TT Angie may have to leave the premises for about a half or two-thirds of a day.
Whoa.
Yeah, not our choice, not planned that way, but we got to take care of something. So we may be gone for part of that Wednesday, but
Okay.
all
Are you
good.
sharing why on the pod? You can't leave us hanging. I mean, give
No, No,
This is the juicy deets here.
now listen. There is a line. And the line is very sensitive when it comes to my wife, not just on the pod, but in general. So
Okay, we'll leave it at that then.
this one we'll just leave it at that. We just gotta go take care of something, and that was the only day that it was going to be possible. So, but
Okay.
we'll be gone and back in the same day.
Okay. I love it.
Work
Love
that.
it.
My point is work it into the spreadsheet.
Okay.
I
Fair
want
enough.
your spreadsheet to be off because
I'll
we're
make a mental note.
yeah.
Cool. Um, so we gotta tell everybody that we saw each other over the weekend.
Well, hold on. I'm actually prepared for this.
Okay.
We saw each other. We saw each other. You
We're
know,
about to pull
about,
up the photo.
about to get techie on y'all. Whoop whoop.
Oh
All
my.
right. All right.
Nice.
You have seen Prima BP and the Rev in the same location. Some viewers have requested this, to be honest. Look at us, looking sharp, looking spiffy. You look
That's
beautiful
so funny.
as usual, BP. And
Jaden's graduation party. It was litty titty, as we like to say.
yeah. And we neither one of us is 25 years old for the record, standing next to that 25 thing. Or did we, nor did we graduate in 25, but
Yeah. Were you there when, oh no, no, it was when we were getting the balloons. So we were getting everything as we were on the way. And whatever store we were at, the girl was asking me like, "Oh, like congratulations. What are my plans after like for college and stuff?" And I'm like, "Well, I am 35, so these are not for me, but thanks, Queen."
damn, high school. They thought you were a high schooler.
I was like, "Dang, that'll pay off when I'm 80, I guess."
Yeah, exactly. People think you're 50. It'll be great.
Oh man.
Well,
But the party was great.
yeah, I was going to say, what for you? What's your best memory or your highlight of Jaden's graduation party?
I liked that his group of friends were just down to have a good time and like it was all different ages. We had younger cousins there, we had like older great aunts there, grandparents there, his school friends and everybody merged together. It was like not a weird vibe of like, oh, the call soon to be college kids want to take over the dance floor and kick all the family members out or vice versa. Like we meshed really stinking well. And it was just really fun to see him have a good time and enjoy having both, I guess, sides there. And he made more crazy, awesome speeches. It was insane. He got lifted in the air.
Like you was getting married.
Yeah, that was crazy. We thought they were doing some funny business in the corner. Turns out they were just innocently lifting him. I mean, we're like, what's going on over there?
Well, I smell something.
No, it was really, really fun. It was like a wedding. I felt like
Yeah,
Steph and Elvin went all the way out. It was awesome. It
yeah,
was it
I
was awesome.
agree. They went all out, and you and Angie, helped Steph make that place look really, really nice. And I think the reason it worked so well is because Jaden and his friends, like, they're just a bunch of like good kids.
Yeah.
Like, none of them are mean spirited. They're not like full of themselves. They're just like good kids,
Yeah.
and so they have manners and they kind of know how to act. And um, what I love about when there's a party like that where both sides of the family come together, it's like the freaking United Nations up in. And I say that because and I'm not joking, I genuinely cherish that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that my extended family is this wonderful group of humans from all over the damn globe that speak all kinds of languages and come from all kinds of cultures and can come together for a party like that and enjoy seeing each other. And there were so many hugs and kisses going around. I was so happy to see a lot of people, your cousin Nicole, who I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
uh,
it was good.
Happy to see a lot of the CISOs. Uncle Tio Juan Jose. He came in. Tio Juan Jose came in. I don't know if you saw him. This dude came in looking like Bruno Mars. You see the glasses?
I don't know if I did see the glasses,
I
but
wish
I
I
can
had a picture.
imagine.
Came in. I was like, bring it in. said something in a different language. I'm not sure which language it was, but we we hugged it out multiple times.
Aw.
God bless him. He's almost 80 years old, and you know, he's still trying to do his thing and show up with a little class. I like that. So I
Yeah,
love our extended family. I love everybody.
it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I will say getting there was a real pain in the ass for me. Um, I fly standby for those who don't know.
We're gonna get way into this at some point in the future because
We are.
this is a topic I love to talk about.
Yeah, I know. A quick take is like the perks or not of standby is what it is. And I'll say there's no family like our family because Steph and Elvin were celebrating their son graduating high school. The weekend had nothing to do with about me, and they drove 5 hour round trip to come get me.
5 hours.
He was there. He was there.
It was there.
But it's insane. Like I freaking love our family so much.
A bunch of good
So,
people, bunch of hard working, honest, good people. That's
speaking of family, before we let Amy in here, because I bet is she in the waiting room
yeah,
already?
she's ready.
I have a bone to pick with you. Yeah, it's a quick one. Um,
So
Speaking of family vacation,
That's quick.
we
Yeah.
started the group chat and you freaking left the group
Oh,
chat
let me
within
okay.
2 seconds of me
Let
creating it.
let
And
me
then
let
I
me
say, your name is Big Jan Rev in the chat. Amy goes, who's Big Jan? Okay, now we're gonna pause that here. No explanation. You don't get to respond to that
No,
because you left the chat.
there's a great
You left
explanation.
the chat. Let's bring Amy in.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
no.
keep it rolling.
All right.
We're
When,
gonna keep it
When
rolling.
Amy's out, I want to respond because my answer is great. You're gonna
Okay.
be like, that makes total sense. All right.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's see if she comes in.
How do you pronounce her last name?
Chizza.
Okay.
Chizza. Amy Chizza. Amy Chizza. Are you there? Oh, she's on mute.
Always the girl. Always
Yes!
There we go. Chizza in the house.
I dressed up for y'all today.
Ooh,
Listen.
girl.
Oh my God. First
So
of all,
hot. It's so hot out. I can't even.
I was just talking about this. What the fuck is going on? 3 days in a
Dude.
row.
Dude, I am so fucking disenchanted. I can't even. I'm like
Disenchanted. That's the
Yeah.
name of this episode. Fucking disenchanted.
fucking
Disenchanted.
disenchanted.
Well, Amy, this is my co-host, my cousin, my bestie, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Nice to meet
Hello.
you.
You too.
Hello.
And she's in
Hello.
Dallas, and that's Amy Chizza, who I work with, who the reason I really like having you both here, because now there are two seriously badass bitches on the pod. And I mean that.
Well, thanks,
Two
Ben.
chicks that don't play.
I definitely don't fucking play. Tell you that.
And
We gotta put a censor. We gotta put a censor on the beginning of this one is hey, viewer discretion is advised.
I know.
the
I'll
funny
try to
part,
dial it back.
No, that's
no,
okay.
you don't have to dial it back. Kristen, the funny part is not all the time, but a lot of times if we're in the office and I'm there a lot and Amy's there a lot and there's a couple other people that are there, we would talk like this right in the damn office.
Yeah. Because
Most of the time. And I mean, if there's like mixed companies, some clients in there, obviously we wouldn't do it. But normally, like we're sitting there, we're like, can you believe this fucking
And I talk to my clients that way.
You go,
Like,
girl.
I mean, I don't cuss at them, but I'm like, I don't know, this fucking agent's an asshole. They need to get their head out of their ass because I don't know what they're doing. Like, I literally just went through that. Like, oh God, just went through it. I bet I haven't even seen you. So I wrote a contract on Friday or an offer. I wrote an offer on Friday for a house that just reduced 100 to 175,000 from 240. The people that owned it it's like third generation. It's like a double wide trailer on a lot that they own. So there's no lease land. Anyway, I call the agent. I'm out of town. I'm like, hey, listen, I'm sending you this cash offer. And they don't even have a title for this trailer. They have no idea where it is. They don't know. They don't care. You're not getting a title. So you basically own land.
Right.
And so I send the offer. Now, customary, Kristen, is for an agent when they email you something and text you and say, please confirm receipt, that you confirm receipt.
Right. Yeah.
Crickets,
Oh.
low. So the next day I call her at like 10:30. It's Saturday. I feel like, let me give you a minute.
Mm-hmm.
She seems pissed that I'm calling her. And I'm like, I'm bringing you a cash offer. And like, why are you pissed? You know what I mean? She's like, I haven't talked to the people. Okay. I'll call them today. Okay. So my people are very aggressive investors. So they don't understand what's happening here.
Yeah, they don't
They're
want to
like,
wait
Yeah.
around. Yeah.
so anyway, come Sunday, nothing. Crickets. Call, text, nothing. Come Monday, I call, leave her voicemail, nothing.
Mm.
Now my people are furious. So I call I did this, Ben will understand this. I did the old hi via text. My people are very upset with me, so they want to know the name of your broker because now I have to call my broker to call your broker because either you're dead in the hospital, MIA, kidnapped by aliens, I'm not sure. But we need an answer. So anyway, nothing. Finally, this morning at 4 a.m., she must be a heroin addict. I don't know.
Since Friday? Since last Friday?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I said, is your name? But anyway, she emails me.
Shots fired.
That's fine.
Shots fired.
Well, did
Hey.
she even like give you an excuse or no?
No, but her email back was, thank you for your message. I received it. I hear my broker has made aware of the situation. The only reason I got a response is because I threatened the broker thing with her, the broker card. But in any event, they went with somebody else. And it still says active.
So all that aggravation and didn't even get the damn house.
No, and we went up to 191.
Jeez.
Crazy
So-
world. This real estate world is nuts.
Yeah, it's like the Wild West with some of these assholes out here. But anyway,
Hey, if you read the magazine, number one rule, don't be a dick. That sounds like some dickish
That
moves.
is rule number one. And if you can avoid breaking rule number one most of the time, your life's going to be pretty good.
Pretty good.
exactly. So she's on my I hate you list now.
No. She's
Oh,
somebody else.
I was
don't
like,
close third.
my
Damn, who's sitting in that second spot named right now? Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
I know.
As
I
long as
know.
it's not me, that's all.
No, man. No,
anybody
you're good.
else.
You're good. You're cool. You're cool. You helped me out, man. Thanks for my save at that settlement. I haven't seen you to ask like why that guy was I heard he was a jackass, but
He was it was weird. I was having trouble figuring out, was he mad? Was he confused? Was he just an asshole? And the thought even crossed my mind, and I say this with all due respect, that maybe he had a medical thing. Like some medical thing that affected maybe kind of his body language.
yeah.
Very strange. And I was watching him the whole time, and the attorney was like kind of gave me a couple glances like, and I was just like, I was trying to chat
You're bald.
You're bald.
You're bald.
I was trying to chat him up to like, get him to like let his defenses down a little bit. But he was interesting character and made it a little uncomfortable. But your people were like so easygoing and didn't get flustered at all. So
What do you think
Yeah.
about this? Do we think that there's more like drama and sassiness in real estate or weddings? I'm like, I don't know, guys. I'm kind of thinking it's a little bit more sassy on y'all's side.
I think the thing about a wedding is, well, I've had one. I've been to several and I've had my own.
I've
I
had
think the thing about the wedding is that you plan the wedding and it's kind of like you set it and forget it because it's planned. And then you get up to that point and then it's like 3 days of mayhem, but then it's over.
right.
And I feel like real estate, it's like our back end stuff is like every day is something for 45 days. And then even when you go to finally get your paycheck, it's like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Is somebody going to pop off? Is somebody going to flip out? It's just, I don't know. I mean, I think the wedding, maybe some, you're like, Is the bride gonna roll? Is the groom gonna show up? You know, that's the only thing you're worried about, I think, that day. I don't know. But
Did the fried fish come out hot
yeah,
in the kitchen?
yeah. And I'm always like to my friends, make sure you eat.
Right.
And don't let the photographer boss you around and like tell them enough's enough.
Or
I
of
think
course, or the weather. We talked about it last episode, Kristen. That's another wild card, obviously, if you're doing it
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Real estate thing, I don't know. I mean, Amy knows this better than me. Sometimes you get something under contract and 45 or 60 days go by and it's like crazy uneventful. Like you're like, oh man.
Mm.
But more times than not, there's like 8 to 10 like hurdles that come up that you weren't expecting, and you're spending a bunch of time on the phone, texting, calling, emailing, trying to. And yeah, lately, Amy, I've had like 2 or 3 settlements in a row where like the night before it seems to be like in question still because a lender hasn't sent the packet yet or the funds haven't. I'm like, why can't you people get this shit done like 48 hours ahead of time so everybody, not just me, forget me, my clients can be like, I can say to them, the attorney has everything they need. All you have to do is show up and bring your photo ID.
I'm
Mhm.
surprised that's not a rule.
It
Wow.
technically is. You're
Oh,
supposed, I mean, you're supposed to have like the one Ben just stepped in and like handled for me while I was away. Um, and I picked Ben because, well, I like Ben, you know, and also I knew if some shit popped off, Ben was going to handle it. If even if he couldn't get me on the phone, he was going to handle it.
mhm.
And also that seller, even with something small like my buyer trying to change over the electric, where we live, they sometimes can't find the house just by the address. They have to actually go from the previous person's account number. Well, this guy popped off. You know, why do they need my account number? This is like, you know, impersonation and blah blah blah. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, I hate you.
I like that you say popped off a lot. I think that's
Well, I
great.
mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. And I think people are under a lot of anxiety right now. So,
Yeah. I mean, definitely for money situation, I mean, buying a home is significantly more than putting into a wedding, even a super expensive wedding. So I can believe it's just like on another level.
It's definitely
yeah.
it's pressure.
Funny th
Go ahead, Amy.
Funny thing about weddings, I just went to my friend's wedding in Key Largo,
Oh, wow.
and talk about fucking drama. Oh my God.
Oh, tell us. Give
Like the
us like a
maid,
little bit.
yeah, the maid of honor. Well, she had to have two maid of honors because two of her best friends, like one's jealous of the other. The other one couldn't give a shit, but the one that's jealous, you know, she had to make them both maids of honor. You know what I
Right.
mean? And my God, she was like going off at like the cocktail hour about, you know, how they're so rude to her and this and that and this and that and this and that. And like, I'm like, and finally said to her, I'm like, girl, why are you so jealous of this girl? Like, simmer down. Like, we're like, are you 12? Like, what's happening? I'm like, you're kind of, I think you're kind of creating some of this drama. But it was funny to watch her because she's so insecure and so jealous that like every little thing that she could like jump in on, like even like if there was a photo of my the bride and the girl, she'd be like this, you know, and then like when everyone started drinking, and then like the bride took her veil off and was like, you know, drinking, and then she had to go get the veil and like wrap herself in it, you
Oh,
know,
that's weird.
and
There's
like wear
always
it around
one. There's always one at a wedding.
always.
She's gonna think about that. Like, when was that wedding?
It was just in March.
Okay, well, I'm sure about now she's probably like, maybe some regrets.
You know what? You would think, but she literally texted me the other day because she's coming to my party, which by the way, Ben, you better be here. Um, and she goes, "Can you believe how she was acting?" I'm like, "Girl, you're still talking about this. What is happening?"
Gotcha. Yeah, it's all. What's her name? Let's put her on blast. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
I
just
know, I'd be
kidding.
scared too. She's like,
We'll keep party animal out of it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
That's so funny.
I don't know. That was a fun wedding. A lot of interesting shit at weddings. You know, I wasn't drinking that day because I was on an antibiotic, so I wasn't drinking. But like, wow. the amount of shit that was going down. Like, I think this one married guy was making out with one of the people behind here, and then I went to the bathroom and two people were having sex in there, and I'm like,
Oh
hey,
no. Ben, what was that?
I mean, hey, people are doing what they're doing. Who am I?
Lord Jesus.
Who am I
I was
to
like,
say?
rock on, like, but when usually I'm typically not sober at weddings by that point.
Me either.
I was like, damn, you say that's gonna be like a whole pot. Stay sober and go to a wedding and report back.
Right. You see it through a whole different lens when you're the sober person in the room.
Whole
That is
different lens, man.
so funny.
I'm
really
I'm
is.
not when my buddy Walt is getting married July 24th on the beach in Dewey and I'm marrying him, there's no chance I'll be getting drunk that night.
Well, don't get drunk before you marry him
No,
because
no,
then,
no, no,
yeah.
no. I can't mess it up. There's a lot of pressure. But after that, I mean, I'll
Are you
probably
nervous?
no, but I want to, he's a good friend of mine and his wife is amazing. So I want it to be how they are imagining it. So,
Yeah,
um, but
it's a good move.
I'll probably have one drink before that though. But that's just to take the edge off, as we say in the biz. Either that or I'll have a little snack aim before the
Little snack,
Mm.
Doritos, Cheetos, something like that.
or a Scooby snack.
Scooby
You know,
snack of some sort, and that'll get my head right.
the Scooby snack is my code word.
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down. My brother lives in Colorado.
Oh, yay. So where do you live again?
I'm in between Dallas and Fort Worth,
Oh, okay. My
so
my
in
brother,
Texas.
my brother just moved to Dallas from Lubbock.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Lubbock.
Not much out there.
No. His
No,
son they went to Virginia Tech. I mean, not Virginia Tech, Jesus.
Texas
Texas
Tech.
Tech.
My mom,
Awesome.
my mom's a Texas Tech grad. Did you know that?
Oh,
Raider power. Mm-hmm.
Guns up.
I'll tell you what.
That's what they say. Guns up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just Texas, the cowboy hats, the boots, or what, but men seem to be a little better looking in Texas sometimes.
I mean, where were you when I had my cowboy hat on here? Some
I
people
don't know, man.
criticized me.
I don't know. I think you and Larry should both wear cowboy hats in your new photos.
I'll be honest. But I wore my cowboy hat at Kristen's wedding
Mm.
down in
Dripping.
Dripping Springs, Texas, and I looked damn good that night.
It's
I
a good
know,
look.
Everybody looks good in a cowboy hat, man.
I know it's true. And then after I wore it on the pod, Lori Ferris made a comment and said, "Hey Ben, lose the hat." And I said, "Lori, you have no taste. No taste."
No. Mm-mm. I'm telling you right now, I think you take any man out there that's not getting any action and you take him to a country concert, put a pair of boots and a cowboy hat, and he's getting laid for sure.
Kristen,
This is a hot take.
if I wore my cowboy hat out around here in Rehoboth, it'd be like carrying a weapon. I'd be so dangerous.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's why I won't do it. That's why I won't do it.
That would be like,
That's exactly right. I'd be walking,
Oh my God.
ma'am.
Ma'am.
howdy, ma'am.
That's exactly. You got to hit him with a ma'am. That's good. Well, so Kristen's father-in-law, her husband Dustin's dad, is a legit cowboy.
I don't know about that, but
This dude wears cowboy boots and a cowboy hat and a nice pressed pair of jeans every day of the week.
Now,
Yep.
he probably doesn't like to be called a cowboy because they like to be called something different, don't they? Like ranchers or like a ranchman or.
I mean, I
I
don't know that he definitely wouldn't call himself a cowboy. I mean, he's not a rancher, so yeah, that probably not. He's just Tony.
I love
Strong
it.
Tony.
But listen, when I wore my cowboy hat to her wedding, I was feeling pretty good about myself. And then Tony showed up, and I was like, "That's the coolest fucking cowboy I ever seen in my life." And that
He
dude's
could
like in his 60s, and he came in there, Amy, and I was like, "I want to be him."
he
Did he
could
have like the pressed Wranglers?
yeah,
They were pressed. He was looking.
Starched.
he's good. Yep.
Yeah. And probably
Yeah.
did he have the button down, like the butt snap shirt, like the
He
snap?
usually wears a pearl snap.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
has
wakes
his
See,
up-
that's hot. I'm telling you, Ben, get yourself a pearl snap and a starched pair of Wranglers.
I
I'm
have
gonna be like, hey, Papa G, according to the pod, You're on fire.
On
Trendy.
fire.
I have the boots and the hat just for the record. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one day, maybe like the holiday party, Amy, I'm just gonna roll in and you're gonna be like, damn, watch out, Joe. Here he
What
comes.
do you, right? I know Joe Pretty Barber, watch out. But you should go to like they have who is it? Justin Moore concert down in Dewey at the what at Bottom Cork. You
That's
could
cool.
you could
Amy, if I
perpetrate
go
that.
down there, if I go down there with a cowboy hat on, nothing good's gonna happen. I'm
I
just
know,
leave it
I
there.
know,
Keep
I
my ass
know.
right here at home. My wife's always watching, even when she's not.
Oh,
Even
you
when
know
she's
us
not.
women, we're like, we got that Sixth Sense vibe.
Oh, I don't know because I don't test it. Is
That's good.
that a good answer, Prima?
That's a great answer.
Well, Amy, we have two more topics we want to ask you about. First of all,
Okay.
you're an early supporter of the pod, so we appreciate that. What and the clips that you've seen, do you have any feedback, any suggestions, anything fun or good to say about the podcast? Because our viewership is growing. Just so
Yeah. Okay.
what do you
Um, no, I like it. I like it. I love the podcast game. I was going to do a podcast. I actually still might. But
do
it
it?
would be it would not be real estate related. It'd be my days in the restaurant industry. So,
Mm.
and it would be very like I think I'm going to call it, well, I already do have like a whole logo and stuff. So it'd be like serving up the tea one plate at a time.
Oh, that's
I like
cute.
I like
And it's going to be just like about all the bullshit that goes on behind the scenes, all the drama, talking about customers, talking about, all the story. I'm gonna have, stories about bartenders, but the real fun is that anybody that comes on has to either be drinking, like, or taking an edible or, some other stuff
that.
prior to. But I see you, Ben. I see you there.
That is so funny. I told Jaden that he should work at a restaurant because it's a rite of passage to be in the industry. And he's like, no, I think I'd rather do retail. And I'm like, well, I never did retail. So I guess you could argue that that's the same sort of rite of passage, one of those industries, I guess, sometime in
Yeah,
life.
I did retail in high school and stuff, but thing with retail is there's not like a lot of drugs and alcohol. So more shit comes out when you add drugs and alcohol. So,
Okay. All right.
Probably true.
You
but
heard it
no, I
first.
like the podcast. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. You guys have a good yin and yang. Um, so yeah,
But
I think it's good. You guys,
we-
as you keep going, I'm sure you're gonna, you know, spice things, change things, talk about, there's gonna be one that's better than the other, if you will,
yeah,
but
yeah,
no, I
yeah.
think it's cool.
We're figuring out. Well, we appreciate that, and we we don't really end up talking much about real estate anyway. It just sounds good. It's like nobody really knows. I don't really have much to say because I don't
Well,
know.
most podcasts don't stay on topic of what their
Yeah,
podcast is about anyway.
right.
Yeah.
We like the guests, and we like to kind of have to hit a couple like current topics, just the chaos of the world that's going on around us.
Yeah,
Crazy reality TV stuff. We both like some shitty
me
reality
too.
TV stories. So
So
um,
stoked that the Chrisleys got pardoned, man. I love them.
Oh,
yeah, I
I
never
haven't.
really watched that. I know who they are. I never really watched that though very much.
Yeah, I love the Chrisleys. Free the Menendez brothers too. I'm here for that.
Oh,
Mm.
the Menendez brothers, that they got their start in my hometown, Princeton, New Jersey, is where that all started.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, they ended up when they killed their parents or whatever happened.
Allegedly.
I'm not making any allegations here.
Oh no, they killed them.
I've seen only 13 documentaries about it, but they lived in Princeton, Kristen, where you and I first met when me and your cousin, aka my wife, met.
Yeah. I liked the Netflix movie about it or document. It wasn't really a documentary, it was a movie based on true events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. It's crazy.
It was
I
crazy.
just think that like I took a whole deep dive uh because one day because I was just like very intrigued with it. Um More so too than when it came out that the one of the Menudo two of the Menudo bandmates, because their father he managed them.
Yeah.
And when they came out and said that he had brutally raped them for some time and things like that nature. Um, and, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had a friend unfortunately, in elementary school that we later learned about in high school, that had tried to take her own life because apparently her father was raping her violently every day.
Jeez.
And just horrific stuff. But I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, imagine you being
No.
4 years old and then having all of these things, that disgusting things he was doing to you, and in fear of every day that this is going to happen to you, like in
Yeah.
fear
No, I
every
would
day.
definitely grow up and have to kill them too. So
Yeah. And so
like
and then you go to like the people that are supposed to be your protectors, your mother, she's not going to stop it. And then you tell your cousin and she tells the aunt, and then
Right.
you get raped even more brutally and then told you're going to be murdered because then she, confronts the situation. And the whole damn family's behind them getting out. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the system really did wrong with these boys. I think it's because the father is powerful with money. And, you know,
mm,
I say it's time for them. I mean, even the damn warden at their prison was like, they could live right next to me. I would be totally fine with it,
Right.
like,
well, because
so
they don't have a reason to have it out towards anybody else, right?
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, they're not John Wayne Gacy or like Dahmer, just
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. I
I'm no
just feel like,
Dahmer.
phew, that guy.
Bye.
Mm. I can't
Uh,
even. I couldn't even watch that. My daughters were like, "Did you?" I'm like, "No, I
Yeah, it
got
was
way."
pretty disturbing.
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
but
Well, before we let you go, I want to give you a chance, if you want to tell the our viewers about your new business venture. I know about it, but Kristen, I haven't told her about it. You're
oh,
gonna like this because it kind of fits into your world.
Does it have to
like
do with drugs or alcohol?
No,
Oh.
has to do with pepperoni.
unfortunately,
Has to do with
no.
pepperoni and
I
ham.
didn't know if you were going to be making any Scooby snacks on your own.
No, that I did one time that happened in my household with my friend, and
See, I knew there'd be a story.
yeah, she was doing butter. She was making the butter, and
Oh.
she was like, "Can I come to your house?" And yeah, I was like, "Yeah." And oh, I was like on the couch, and she's like doing it in the crock pot, and all of a sudden I was like, I feel like I'm in a coma. I'm like, "What is wrong?" That stuff. Wow. Wow.
Oh my
But
God.
anyway, no. Thanks, Ben. The plug is so my good friend Leslie Huss, who's also our office admin, excuse me, her and I were brainstorming. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was brainstorming and went over to her house to have dinner one night, and I was like, "Hey, I want to do this remote charcuterie bar. Um,
Mm,
I want to do it for weddings, like bridal or bridal showers, a 50th birthday, any of like special events that are happening, and then maybe even like the more elite farmers market in like Lewis or something like that. Um, I would like to do that because I think I've already done some of the research. It's a cool idea. Um, Basically, if you're at a wedding venue and like, after the wedding, then you can go right get a cocktail and then go to the charcuterie bar. Where at a wedding, you'll get like a really nice wood board that's like stamped and or wood fired stamped, and with it's called plate and graze, by the way, plate and graze.
okay.
Um, and because you plate and then you graze. In any event, you go to the wedding, you get your drink, you go get your charcuterie, and you sit down, and that's kind of like your appetizer thing. Um, and I think it's a cool idea. I think that it makes things kind of simple. Brides don't have to worry about like, people are usually starving, waiting, people don't eat. They're like, and then if we do a special event, like where we live, they have a lot of events at this place called Hudson Field. So if we go there or if we do Shellville, you can come up and you can get two sizes, a small box or a large box. And then, the small box, you get a certain amount, and the large box, you get a certain amount. And then you can take it with you, or you can walk around and eat it while you're shopping or whatever have you. That's the idea and premise behind that. And then the Lewis Farmers Market, more so a lot of women will probably come who are like having dinner parties or have the weekend or this or that, and then get a couple boxes to take, home for that. So, yeah, I mean, we're super excited about it. We've got like pretty much everything almost done. We're debuting it at my party on the 26th. And then we should be hopefully booking some weddings soon.
That's awesome. So you said virtual charcuterie. What does that mean? What's the virtual part?
It's not virtual. It's a It's just like a kind of like a bar cart that like we
Okay.
have the whole thing. We're gonna go set it up. It's a
Right.
traveling.
I got you. I got you. That's
Right.
actually a really big thing in Texas, and it is super successful for a ton of businesses who do it. You know what's funny? All the time, I wish that there was that, but like as a brick and mortar in replace of fast food, I'm driving to
Right.
between Dallas and Austin a lot. Like I would love some pickles and some cheese without having to get out of my car and go in a grocery store and do that. Like give me the charcuterie instead of Taco Bell that I had on my
That's a
drive
good idea right there, B.
over the weekend.
Right. So part two of what we're gonna do is probably not until probably like September, October is once our website's like up and going, which is in the works, you'll be able to go on if you want to order, let's say you're just having like some girls over, or you're having a party at your own
Yeah.
house and you want to just order some boxes, or you want to order some to go for yourself. I mean, you can do that. We're just trying to figure out now like whether we would be delivering or having them pick up. But I do have a little plan for like I have a long-term plan probably in about 2 years to have an actual brick and mortar where you can just come in. It's the same concept except it's an actual brick and mortar and you can just come in and get your box to go.
That's awesome. You need to add a little delivery window and I'll stop right on by.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you because I do the same thing. We just came back and I said, God, I would just really like like, yeah, I want like sweet gherkins and I want, different cheese and I want some
Yeah.
crackers and I want some this. And I mean, I think the only closest thing you can get to that is like the Wawa here. You can go in and get cheese and grapes and
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
whatever.
Like your little Hillshire to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
thing from the grocery store, right? Which is really good, but you know,
Not the good cheese though.
yeah.
They don't ever have the good cheese in one of those packages.
No, no.
Right.
I think
Um,
I think you and Leslie are gonna hit a home run. This is like the perfect place for it, I think, between weddings, like a lot of outdoor events, a lot of
yeah.
weekend festivals, which now is like year round. That doesn't even stop in
Yeah.
the winter anymore.
Yeah. I
The
mean, we're super
realtor, the
stoked.
realtor play, like there's a ton of realtor events where this makes total sense. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm really stoked. I mean, we're gonna do a dry run, I think, in the next 2 weeks. Um, it's kind of scary to be honest, but it's also exciting. And doing like the numbers on the back end because I've got the restaurant background because I didn't just work. My family owns them, so I used to do all the budgeting and the ordering and like the cost analysis and how much you need to have to make the money off of this and what you need. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I'm optimistic. So
I think it's,
Hell yeah. Let's
look at
go.
and
Can
by
you
the
say
way,
the name of it one more time?
plate and graze.
Clayton
Clayton
Grays.
Gray's
Give it
Delaware
up.
Beaches, and one of these days, one of these days we'll have to get Leslie on here, Amy's business partner, because she is fucking cool.
Now, are we doing Leslie or are we going to talk to Lester
Or Lolly.
or Lolly?
Yeah, Lolly's her grandmom name, BP.
Is she a grandma or she just like acts
She's
like an old
no,
lady?
she's a new grandmom, like in the
Oh, okay,
last
okay.
year. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I love it.
But then we have Lester.
Lester's kind of her like her alter ego when she maybe goes out with Amy for the night. And
Lester. I thought Lester Holt was coming on for a
shout
second.
out to Lester.
Also, would love to talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
That's funny. Awesome. Thanks
Well,
for sharing. That was
this was
cool.
so fun, guys.
Thank you. You brought the spiciness.
You
No,
took
you
the
would.
word right out of
I
my
brought
head.
the enforcerness, you mean? I'm the
The
enforcer.
enforcerness. We love all that shit.
No, this is fun. I think this is going to be great. I think you guys are going to like do awesome. I love it. I'm glad to hear like your account's going up and people are tuning in.
Yep, yep. We're making progress. So we
Yeah.
appreciate it though. Thank
Let's
you.
do one next time. We'll bring Lester on and then we'll all take it. We'll take an edible prior to.
This edible thing she keeps talking about. I don't have to, I gotta look it up. I'll look it up and report back. All
Oh,
Sounds
right.
good.
so funny.
See ya.
Thanks,
All right, bye
Amy.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. That is hilarious. How you say her last name again?
Chizza.
Chizza.
Chizza. Um, She's Amy's. You see what you get, and I can appreciate.
Amy's the chizza.
She's the jizza. Um, she's been doing real estate a long time and very successful. Because she doesn't
Awesome.
mess around. She fights for her clients, and it's a good thing. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's hilarious. She's so funny. That was
Before we
good.
move on, I do have I'm gonna go ahead and read our ad because they've re-upped for another week.
Okay.
So in case you were wondering, BP, or I was wondering about you, I want to ask you this question. Are you tired of rough
And that's a wrap.
every week?
And
I'm getting
that's a
paid to
wrap.
do this. Are you tired of rubbery, flavorless steaks that leave you wondering where's the beef? Then it's time to upgrade your grill game at Sal's Steak Shop, where premium cuts meet legendary flavor. Whether you're firing up a backyard barbecue or just craving a killer ribeye on a Tuesday night, Sal's Steak Shop delivers hand-cut, perfectly aged steak straight to your door. From tender fillets to marbled New York strips to bold tomahawk chops. Every bite is butcher quality, and more importantly, Rev and BP approved. Ready to taste the Sal's difference? Call 800-535-8000 and reference the Rev and BP podcast. You get 15% off your order. Sal, you're the man. We appreciate you again.
Good
Mo-
luck to those trying to get a discount.
Moving on. Moving on. Hot topics. Do you have anything hot in the hopper that you want to share with our audience?
Well, now I feel like you should give us your explanation of why you left the family chat first.
Yes, thank you.
Now I do want to hear
Now you want to know. Thank you for the reminder.
reason.
You know, and our viewers know that I go to bed remarkably early because I get up at 1:01. So I try
Okay.
so I try to be in bed at like 8:30-ish, and usually I fall asleep pretty quickly because I've been up since 1:01. I'd gotten in bed. I was like I always put my phone on do not disturb, and I'd already done that. And I was just at this moment where I like felt my eyes getting heavy, like it's about to happen, y'all. I'm gonna be out until 1:01. And all of a sudden I heard this ding. And it's because when I have my phone on do not disturb, I don't block my wife
Right.
in case she needs to get in touch with me. So it was her special ringtone. So I'm
Right.
like, what's going on? Pick it up. I realize it's a new chat that you've started about family vacay, which I'm all about. I'm very enthusiastic about that.
Mm,
But then I realized if you guys started going back and forth every time she responded, it was going to chime.
hmm
And I don't like anything to fuck with my sleep pattern.
Yeah. Well,
So I left the chat.
you're not getting added back to the family vacation chat.
I did explain that to my wife already, just so she knew. I forgot.
I was like, oh,
I forgot I should have told you, but I did tell Angie
you know
why
what
I
I
did it.
think? I think, well, Dustin's not in there.
Why is Dustin not in there?
Dustin and Angelo are not in the chat. They don't,
Because they choose not to be.
yeah.
Well, I
They're
didn't know.
like
Nobody gave
they're
me
like
advice.
no, they don't want to be they don't like group text messages. Dustin's not going anyways.
That sucks.
But you know what you can do is, and I do this sometimes for our family group chats, is I just hide the alerts and it should put even Angie's on
Even
be
Angie's.
quiet.
All right. Well,
But you'll never know because you're
put
not
me
getting
back
added.
on, and I'll try it that way. You might want to put me on there since it's my house. Y'all are trying to crash at.
We'll see. I'll think about it.
You might want me to be in the know.
I'll think about it.
I have a couple quick. I'll be quick because we went on a long time with Amy Chisholm because she had more hot takes than a damn griddle. I mean, she was spitting fire.
Oh boy, that was hilarious.
We might need a disclaimer. There was a lot of profanity being thrown around.
I'll get one. I'll get creative in there.
We don't need any lawsuits.
Who's just
we might have to talk offline about editing that.
I was like,
That's the kind
whoa.
of shit you get sued over. That's like liable.
We'll edit it out. We'll edit out the name I just said too, so we don't say it anymore.
Can you like replace that name
Beep.
like a fake name, like one of my like good friend colleagues, like put their name in instead just for fun?
Okay, give us the sound bite of their name. Go.
Wait, let me think who I want to say. Okay, are you ready?
All right, I got it. I got
That
it.
would be so fun.
I got it.
Couple quick hitter hot topics. Since we last talked, we had the bachelor party
Right.
here in Delaware. You and I did a pod a couple days before that.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. I call it bachelor party light because we're not quite as our partying levels not like it used to be. So instead of like, it's like light, but
Okay.
we had a great time. Everybody was on best behavior. I was glad to host everybody here. I didn't love driving to Philly and back round trip for the airport,
Yeah.
but I'd do anything for my man, Uncle Wally, who's getting married this summer. So no craziness to report, or at least not that I can share on the pod.
What happens at Bachelor Light stays at Bachelor Light.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one though that I wanted to mention to you, I had sent this to you turn turn the week. This blows my mind. It was that IG story about this lady. I'm not laughing. I'm just her boss needed a kidney. So she donated a kidney to save her boss's life.
Yeah.
And then so she was obviously out on a medical for a
Oh
while.
yeah, I remember this now.
And this dude fired her because he said she missed too much work.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
like impossible. I didn't know if I believed that.
I'm sure that that would happen though. Like I'm sure of it.
Why? In what world should that ever happen? She
I
gave
don't
up a
know.
kidney to save the boss.
I'm just saying crazy things. Crazy things would happen.
Yeah. Well, those are two things I wanted to mention. I do have some viewer feedback, but I want to make sure you tell me what's going on with your life and anything exciting that's going on.
No, weddings are still kind of slow right now. So, but it's not a bad thing because we got a ton of family stuff going on for the summer. So I'm kind of seeing it as like it's the right time to not be super busy so I can just like enjoy life and my family and all that kind of stuff. So everything's gonna pick back up in the fall. I'm not worried about it. Got other event, non-wedding things going on. To keep them bills paid, yo.
Keep 'em paid. Keep them paid.
Uh, but no, nothing super crazy going on around here. Just stuff we already shared and then normal day to day.
Well, I was very glad to see you the other day. It was brief, but it's always good to
Yeah.
see you. And I'm excited about family vacay to have, the whole crew around. We are, all the jokes aside, we're gonna have a good time and be fun to just not only do some stuff, but just hang around the house and just hang
Yeah.
too. So
We're gonna be what it's like just is it 8 or it's like 9 days together. It's gonna be so much fun and Angelo and Amy and Oscar are gonna be with us. So everybody. It's gonna be great.
it's gonna be great. Well, how about are you ready for some viewer feedback from last week?
Always ready
I
for
know
viewer
you're here for
feedback.
this. You're always here for this. I've got one, two, three. I've got five quick hits, five quick hitters as we call them.
Okay.
Somebody in reference to I made reference to Fat Ben versus not Fat Ben.
Yes.
Somebody said Fat Ben question mark pics or it's not true.
Wait, I feel like I
And
can
I got plenty of those pics. Not that I want to share them, but trust me, I have them. I
I
use them
feel
for
I feel
motive.
like show the one of last family vacay where you were getting pulled on the boat in the tube and you're like in the water like this.
Well, first of all, that was like 4 years ago or something, wasn't it? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
That
A long time ago.
actually that's not super fat Ben. That's maybe like medium fat Ben.
Oh, well,
But do
I'm
you
not like on a scale of super fat to not fat. And I didn't say fat. I'm just for the record,
I
for the
didn't I
record.
didn't say that you said it. I'm saying the viewers I said it and then the viewers jumped on it and like they wanted people that don't know me that long, they don't know what it is.
What year is super fat Ben according to you?
Oh, I'm about to show you.
Hey,
I'm about to show you. Maybe if I can get past all these AI generated photos of myself and my yeah, AI makes some crazy stuff.
what are you making? Show us.
Okay, I'm about to show you this. I'm going to show you, Kristen. I'm going to yeah, this pod, like the level to which I'm willing to share stuff is kind of crazy.
I agree with that.
Do you think I'm oversharing right now?
Well, I don't know what you're gonna show us.
All right, well, hold on. I'm trying to find my this picture. So this picture, you're going to be like, "No."
What year was this?
This picture is the one on it's a side by side of me. The one on the left is from the summer of 2023, and the one on the right is from like a couple months ago. All right.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
2023, what month?
Probably around this time, like June or July. So it's probably
Okay,
just
I was on family vacay with you guys. No, you were at my wedding.
then maybe this is 22. It's either 22 or
Okay.
23. But
All
anyway,
right, let's see it.
you're gonna be like, no way.
Let's see. Yep. There's a difference.
The guy
Looking good.
The guy on the right knows he looks good too. I ain't gonna lie. How do I get this off the screen? Um, so anyway, people want there it is. Pick
There it is,
something not
people.
true. There's your pick.
See the progress, people.
Yeah. Okay. Next feedback. This has been a hot topic since the beginning. Who buys a cowboy hat at a bait shop?
Hey, when the options are low and time is of the essence, that's who.
I had to get it right, get it tight before the wedding started.
Yes. Yes.
This is somebody who's a little.
And I feel like I appreciate that more rather than spending $1 million on getting a nice hat. It's like that hat is really
That's a nice
nice.
hat. Yeah,
It is a nice
it's
hat.
well made. It's
Yeah.
a nice hat.
Yeah.
But this is somebody who took a little exception with something you had to say.
Uh-oh.
They said BP said a wedding reception in two locations, or a wedding and the reception being in separate locations, is such a quote typical New Jersey thing. The question is, can you define quote typical New Jersey? And then it says signed New Jersey resident.
A lot of
Those
people,
Jersey people are sensitive.
a lot of people in my experience, since all of my extended family is from New Jersey, get married in a church and then have their reception elsewhere. So that's like what I was referring to is when your ceremony is in a church and your reception is in a different venue. That's what I mean, New Jersey peeps. Come on.
Hey,
Come
the
on.
job as New Jerseyans is just to check you and make sure you're staying in your lane.
Come on.
Don't be
You can't
spitting
check
fire.
me.
Both your parents are from New Jersey, okay?
I'll bring the fire.
Yeah. Your parents are Jersey folks.
Yeah. Married in a church, I'm sure. I actually don't know. Yeah.
I'm,
Married in a church?
I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm sure.
Because guess what? Because they're from New Jersey.
And they're good Catholic kids.
Well, yeah.
They probably got married in the church somewhere in Newark, somewhere in that
Yeah.
area. Sure.
Yeah,
Just like
probably.
just like my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, I'm sure. Some
Hmm.
Catholic church right around there, Ironbound section. Shout out to Newark, by the way. And by the way, you Delaware people, we're not talking about Newark, Delaware. We're talking about Newark, Brick City.
There's
Okay.
a Newark, Texas, too. It's really Newark, Texas, but
There's Newark, Delaware. It's where the University of Delaware is, up in
oh, okay.
upstate, as we say.
Okay.
This is from actually a cousin who knows both of us, and they said, I was excited when I saw you two were doing a podcast, but I never thought I'd hear so much talk about Paul Wall. Listen, this is the beauty of the pod. You don't know where it's going.
Random shit.
Random shit.
I bet they liked my outro on the other on the other one.
No, which song did you play? On the teaser I played Rob the jewelry store and tell them make me a grill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good line. And last comment, somebody said, take that stupid timer off the screen. Done. Done.
I thought the same thing. I was going to text you again right before we got on, and I was like, well, we'll see what happens.
Done. And you're
It's
both.
gonna be on the next one this Friday because I think it's the last one, but we're good. We're good.
Couple times we had it, but we look, we self-corrected. Self-corrected. Episode 8, which will be the next one we record. Do we want to tease that out, or we just want to let it speak for itself down the road?
Um, let me see. Let me see. I feel like why don't you give a little teaser? I don't have my sheet open and I already
Nope.
forgot what we talked about earlier.
We're gonna go next episode. We're gonna go with another realtor, but this time it's gonna be a member. I'll leave it. I'll leave it as a cliffhanger. It's gonna be a member of the Lux Property Group, and
Womp.
we're gonna have them on. Very excited about it. Also, they've been really into the pod. They always text me and be like, "I watched it. This is so funny." She always says she loves our chemistry, me and you. I said, "It's my cousin. Come on, what do you want me to say?" Come on. But she's very excited. I'm tipping my hand saying she, but that still leaves it. It could be 3 or 4 different people. We have
Yeah.
multiple she's on the team, but that's who it's going to be. She's excited. We're excited, and we'll keep recording and keep pumping these babies out and keep the viewer feedback coming. Good feedback, criticism. You can hate. We like that. Whatever works for you, we're here for it.
Yeah.
And
Hey, great upgrade behind you. I didn't say it when I came on first. It's a good upgrade. We can see it now. It's 31 days though. And then
I got to figure
is
this
your
out.
on-air thing wireless?
It's not. Well, it does do batteries.
How far can it reach?
Right,
Come
man.
closer to this. Oh, okay. That's about it. All right. Oh.
I need some D batteries.
Oh, geez. That was a good one.
Prima BP, you're the best. You're the baddest wedding planner under the sun. You're the best cousin ever. And I can't wait to see you again in 31 days for family vacay.
31. It's going down. That's it.
We're going to be out on that boat. We're going to be barbecuing, beaching, bonfiring. We're going to be drinking a lot of summer sangria because nobody's ever mad at a summer sangria. We're going to be eating and laughing. And probably after 48 hours, I'm going to have to take a day off from you guys.
You already get half a day, so that's it. No
Yeah,
more days.
no more days.
Oh.
I'm very excited about it. So,
Yep. Same. We'll see everybody on the next one.
we'll see you next time.
Guns up.
Guns up. Bye, haters.
It's going down. Meet me in the club. It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, guaranteed to go down.